Yo, man, I apologize, everybody. I don't know what that was, but my brother has something to explain on that one, man. You know, he got this thing labeled wrong. I have no idea, but I do apologize. But yo, check this out. It's the Sports Chasers Pod, or I should say the Sports Chasers Media. Hey, it's Thursday night. A little slight delay, technical difficulties, and a lot of other things. But yo, we here, and it's Super Bowl weekend, and we here to,
Yes, sir.
just to rock out for a little bit, a little while. So much going on between man, NBA has been popping all day long for the last couple of days. I mean, they own the last 2 or 3 days here going on. Uh, what else can I say? But before we get into all of that, I'd like everybody to click like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the set your bell notifications so you can know that we're on. And yo, it's me, D-Dubbz, Sports Chasers. How you doing? Hey, DA, what's good?
Oh man, you know how it is. We no complaints, no fighting. I mean, good stuff, man. I
Yeah.
try to tell folks if you just listen and read the whole season, you can hear that they tell you the truth. Now, they lie to you,
Oh, they
but
do lie.
they do tell you the truth too, depending on who you're listening to.
Oh,
Because
you got kind
everybody
of.
said, "Oh, Giannis, Giannis, Giannis," and then everybody on that doggone show this morning said he ain't going nowhere.
Uh-huh. And
You know,
4 o'clock came around. He ain't go nowhere.
I said, yeah, they just gonna gas y'all up, man.
He ain't go nowhere. But yo, we gonna talk about that. And
Watching this, man.
Ryan be on later. He's gonna break down the rest of the whole trade. Washington got rid of their whole team. I watched them on, what was it? Wednesday night, Tuesday night, and they
Yeah,
was gone. The whole team was gone Wednesday.
yeah, we know what's good about that. That if you're a Washington fan, it lets you know whether you like the decision or not of what they're doing. It shows you that they're trying to do something.
Right.
That's all.
I'm not
And if
mad
it's
at them.
if it's throwing all the old food out, so we can buy some new food or whatever they're
Hey,
trying to do as a team, at least they're trying to do something.
hey,
So I expect.
mama had to clean the refrigerator out, and they did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all good. It's
It's
all
not
good.
And they got some good young talent out there. So believe me, they do. They actually do have some good young talent out there. Watch.
Yeah, yeah. But yo, check this out. We're gonna start off with NFL because it is Super Bowl weekend and it's a big week for the NFL. But before we get to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna keep it 100. I
Uh-oh.
didn't know that the Pro Bowl was on a Tuesday. How about you, D?
I don't watch that, so I would. Yeah, it's
I don't watch it no more either. But to have it on a Tuesday, we've been so used to this thing meaning something, and it
the check.
just it had the luster's gone.
Yeah, well,
They made it where it doesn't mean anything no more. So,
it's
as a
all.
fan, as
Yeah,
an older fan,
you should not want to watch it anymore. But they told us this in the late '90s. They
mhm,
was telling dude Joe they hit too hard. You know, everybody you could always get hurt, and the money you get to play in it ain't worth the hurt. For later on. So it was up to the NFL to kind of come up with a new plan of action um, with that game. That's what their job as a league was supposed to be. Like, yo, okay, now we don't want Sean Taylor wiping out, God bless the dead, kickers anymore.
yo,
Um,
yo,
it's only, you're only getting paid an extra 15, 20 grand to be at the game, right? But
yeah,
it was like, listen, man, I'm not going out here to get my head, because yes, you could do a gentleman's handshake thing. We ain't gonna hit hard. We just gonna do thud it out, right? And thud just mean when you were practicing, someone runs through the line of scrimmage and you thud him, you hit him, boom, but you don't knock him down. You make sure you hold on to him, boom. But there's always gonna be that one dude that just like to hit, and you'll be in the All-Star game, running the route, being cool, and dude take your head off, right?
he'd be in the
So
hospital tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. So dudes like there's really no reason to do that. But again, it's like everything else, man. That's up to the NFL, these smart guys and girls, to
Mhm,
either give it up and say, well, F it, we're not just going to do it no more at all.
mhm.
Makes no sense. We'll do a what's the thing called? You could do a flag game. You could
Yeah,
do, I mean, they did
flag
the
football.
dodgeball thing. Or just say, listen,
competition. I
Why,
don't. Did they
why
do the
can't it just say?
competition this year?
I
Did they do
don't
that?
think so.
I don't even
My thing is,
recall them doing that.
why can't it just be nothing? Like rather than eating some bad food, don't eat. You know, but because people are greedy and they're always trying to get that extra dollar and one more dollar, then this is why you have what it is.
And I so agree with you. You said why not have nothing? I agree. I mean, if you're gonna do this, this is because this is a joke. Why not just have a banquet, eating, a ceremony, something that says, hey,
this is the problem, D.
we're selecting these amount of players for this. This is prestigious. Make it prestigious.
This is the problem, D. Because everybody said to do that, but your boss is saying, "No, we're gonna still have a game." And come on, man, dude's like, "Yo, why, what?" So because of the pay structure and the way they do things in the NFL, probably never happened. But reality is, it's going to have to be the players are going to have to be the adults in the room. Like, no, I'm not going.
Right.
Oh, you a vote to All-Star? Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Had a good year, but now I'm gonna be with my kids.
Right.
That's it. There's no reason you don't have to do it. Players don't have to go. It's been that way for years, man. Where the cats are like, "Yo, hey, like they laughing this year. How Shador got there?" I remember when the first year that Allen got there, it's because dudes ain't go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So you had like a Mahomes and this one and that one, they ain't go. So they say I ain't going. So Josh Allen.
Right.
He was a Pro Bowl starter. So it's just up to you to say, yeah, I'm good. I'm not doing it. Are you gonna come to the game, yo? Nah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I mean, because this is what we might as well go to because this is not good. This is not good. Yo,
want.
is that the angry one? The angry one has joined
Yes,
us?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mic
Man,
check.
brother,
How
what's
y'all?
good? Good, man. I didn't even hear you sneak in here, man. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, came through. No, let me not say that. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. With how y'all living? Yo, man. When was the last
Well,
time y'all watched the Pro Bowl?
It's been some
15
time
years.
for me. And
10,
the
15
DA just
years
said,
easy.
go ahead, D.
I was saying 10, 15 years easy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been
The last one I
quite some time.
watched. The last one I watched, it was my guy Sean Taylor knocking the snot out of some punter. That was the very last one that I watched from beginning to end.
And for you kids, go look it up, man. Sean, yo.
But see, that's God bless the dead.
Yeah.
Sean is part of the reason why they don't have those games no more. Because I'm pretty sure before the game, a bunch of dudes shook hands, said, "Yo, we ain't really gonna go hard. We're gonna do thuds. We're gonna do this, da, 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 da." And something happened, and it just flipped. And next thing you know, Sean's flipping the dude over, like he in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? And it's different, man, because those dudes are used to hitting, so that's not the problem. But if everybody's not doing it, then it's a problem.
Correct.
Right.
So that's all it is, man. There's always a Chuck Cecil somewhere. And then for young boys that don't know who Chuck Cecil is, before they was John Lynch, it was Chuck Cecil. I've seen Chuck Cecil almost kill dudes on the field. So the point I make is that, we're going to chill. We ain't going to go that hard. All right.
Hey,
next minute, D, you're looking up at the sky. You roll back to the back room.
Yeah.
Your whole, you just broke up. So
yo, E. So do you have a problem? And I just put it out there. I told DA. I said, do you have a problem with just the NFL just getting rid of this Pro Bowl because it don't mean nothing? Nobody even knew it was on. I mean, I did it because nobody knew it was on or what channel it was on.
Still don't.
Still don't. Do you have a problem with just them nominating people and then putting them in?
That's basically what they're doing.
I have no problem whatsoever. They might as well do it like the ESPYs. Get on stage, announce who made the Pro Bowl, come up, shake your hand, get a check, whatever. Go about your business. Because the game that you have now has been absolute trash. And whether it be flag football, it's ridiculous, man. So, I mean,
do that foolishness.
I used to think that why not have but nobody wants to see them. Well, why not have these practice squad guys go out there and play? maybe they have a last chance to prove themselves, be on the team, give some guys a look at them. But nobody wants to see that for a Pro Bowl. So
see any of it.
It is what it is. Trash it.
I say just trash it and just throw it away, man. Ryan, what's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up,
Can you hear
fellas?
us?
What's good? I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Hey,
DA,
we was just talking
everyone.
about. Yeah, we was just talking about the Pro Bowl and how it was on a Tuesday night that I don't think nobody. I mean, they was there, but I don't think the average fan, the real fan, was checking in. What say you? Your opinion of the Pro Bowl? Do you think they should trash it? Okay.
Well, I don't think they should trash it. It's a lot of people still show up there. It's basically for like kids. It's like a Nickelodeon game. You know what I'm saying? It's flag football, this and yeah, you know what I mean? It's so, you know, it's just a means of nothing, I guess. I mean, I think nobody wants to play in it. Nobody's hitting or anything like that.
And that's what it is. That it's no ROI. Like I think you guys are right. Listen, just make it an award show type thing. Everybody come up and put the team on stage, like, you know, back in the days where Bob Hope would have the All-American team and they would just go up there, he would announce them all on TV, and then you go back to doing what the hell he was doing. Because no one wants to get hurt. It's not worth it. The game is not worth it. So, and there's, like I said, there's no way for a professional football player to say, we can play, I'm just not going to hit. The only way that happens is if you make it flag football.
And I think they did that one year, didn't it?
No, they did. But if people don't want to watch it, then you may as well get rid of that too. Because then, you know, not to be funny, and I know people, but after the end of an 18, 17 game season, running up and down the field playing flag football, you will tear your Achilles. You trying to, dip on somebody and do this and do that.
Doing something crazy.
You will hurt yourself doing that. Yeah, you will hurt yourself doing that. I'm guaranteeing you that.
Yeah.
Now I will say this, right? In regards to like players not wanting to go, ever since they moved it from Hawaii, players just didn't care about it. Because here's why.
It was a vacation for your wife.
Exactly, DA. It was a vacation. It was fully paid for your family, for your wife, your kids. It was a vacation, so it was fun. It's Hawaii. You know, you doing it in Orlando. Nobody really checking for it to go to Orlando or where. I don't even know where it is now, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's, you know, and to your point, DA. It's a lot of injuries that can happen, even playing flag football, man. You know what I'm saying? Or even, and you can't tell, like you said, you can't tell NFL players, hey, don't play hard. That's how you get hurt playing football.
It's not going to work.
True.
It's not going to work. Yeah. So it's just
see,
it's
the
just
NFL they're in a tough situation because you got the players now. Of course, they're going to protect their investments, right? They don't want to see their players getting hurt, yada, yada, yada. But there's also the fans part of it. So how do you, this was always a fan engagement type of thing. So how do you still bring the fans in and keep them engaged without the players being there?
I'll tell you how, in my mind, if I was playing, I would tell the fans, yo, I'm playing 18 games a season now. You're getting yours. I'm not, the game, you can give the game up because I'm not going. I just got finished playing 18 games. You may not know my name, but I'm the starting offensive guard for the Raiders, and I've been getting beat up on for 18 GD games. No, I'm not trying to be out here and do this. And that's the other part.
Okay, and so the
flag football, because the linemen don't get to do anything.
So when
they don't want to run drills.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So when the fan says, "Okay, you play 18 games, I work 18 hours to bring my sons out here. This is the only game that we had in town to see everybody because you guys, you know what I'm saying? You play. Let's say if it's Carolina, and I don't want to see y'all play the Saints or something like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's still.
I'm saying that's still your choice, sir. You know this game is hot boo boo. You know this game is hot trash.
You want to get your
family. Yeah, you want to get your family together and come down here to hot ass Orlando. I tell you, come a few months earlier and go watch some AAU basketball. It's probably better than you come seeing me halfway run up and down the field with some flip flops on. Nah, we not. I tell you not to do it.
Right, and just
but here's
and
the
just
thing.
like I'm
gonna just say this. But here's the thing, though. This is one thing that most people are missing. You say that to the fan, and we're like, okay, well, the fans, that's their choice. It's cool, but a lot of these TV deals and all these deals that they're making, that check that you're making for them 18 games, sir, is the fans is the ones who's helping you get that check. Yeah, the owners is writing the check, but the fans is still the people that you still have to have some type of service for.
I understand that, and I agree with you, E. But I'm just going off the truthful thing, like everybody say, "Yo, they gotta help the players, help themselves, save them from themselves,
save them from themselves."
Well, shit, you pushing me off the side of the mountain now. You ain't helping save me from nothing.
And this is what I'm saying. I agree too. This is what I'm saying. The NFL and all these other sports are going to find themselves in the next couple of years with a very slippery slope. You got to pay the players, but you also have to have fan engagement to keep buying your product. So it's going to be interesting. Yes, it's nothing. It's an exhibition game. Guys shouldn't be playing hard after they're trying to get to the playoffs and all this other stuff. But this was created, quote unquote, for the fans.
Yeah, but
I just like having these double advocate people.
No, I'm just saying it's a different time because when we were kids, y'all, or we was watching the All-Star game in football, wasn't nobody going out to Hawaii to watch that game unless you were rich. It was actually a competitive game back in the days, or else we wouldn't have watched it. We'd have been doing something else on a Saturday. There's no reason to watch. But it was competitive. And when it stopped being competitive, you could just give it up, man.
Yeah.
And just like all the rest of these these professional sports all-star games, they're not catering to us at our age anymore. If you notice the NBA All-Star game and the NFL All-Star game, it's like it's a family kind of event in a sense. There's a bunch of kids there. Like you said, when we watched the All-Star game when we were younger, that's when we were younger. They were catering to us. As a 51-year-old guy, I don't really care about no All-Star game. I really don't.
That's fair. That is fair.
But were they really catering to us, or was we was just brought into what the sport was about back then? I don't think they was catering.
We were young.
We were watching the same game, right? It's just
but we were young. My parents wasn't watching it. My parents didn't care about no All-Star game.
I was playing football.
It was young. It was fun.
You can still get some things out of it. You can still see your heroes and whatnot and watch a competitive game. Yeah. Whenever I talk about sports, and me and Darrell talk about this a lot, and I tell people, I don't care what sport you're talking about. There's only one sport that's never going to lose, y'all. And that's boxing. The reason why boxing never loses is because if it's a halfway decent fight, you can guarantee that it's competition because you can't walk through a fight BSing unless you're that much better than the other guy you're fighting, in which case people will turn the fight off anyway because people don't want to watch, something that's not competitive. So as soon as the All-Star games became non-competitive, even little kids won't watch a game where, there's one, team beating the hell out on somebody else, right? They want to see a game, and when the NFL All-Star game became not a game anymore, you forget it. You'll get better competition than the Senior Bowl, Shrine Bowl, because those kids are playing for jobs.
And to be honest with you, I never really even watched the NFL All-Star game.
Yeah, I
never really did. Yeah.
Well,
since I was young.
In the words of Drake, not Drake, what's my man's name? Kendrick Lamar, turn the TV off. I'm with. Hey, shout out to Steve Brennan. He said, "Get rid of it." I'm with you, Steve. Get rid of it. It's no need for it. Like I said, like DA, like you said, the competition is no longer there. Then it's no longer for me to watch. I'm good with it, man. Of not watching it, and everybody's point's fair. I get it, but like I said, is if we not competing, then what we talking about? If it's not in the spirit of competition, then there's no sense of me watching. So, but yo, we gotta move on. Let's move on. We got the main event on Sunday, February 8th, Levi Stadium. The house of the 49ers. DA, are you proud of that, man?
Yeah, we had two since we got the place. So
yeah. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Levi Stadium, 6:30, Super Bowl Sunday. Are you guys excited, man? Are you looking forward to the festivities? Angry one, what you got on this game Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday?
I'm gonna tell you, man. This week off always takes the sting out of it for me. But it's here Sunday, so I'm sure tomorrow, Saturday, the juices will start flowing again. Being that this will be the last football game of the season. Two very good teams, two very well coached teams. So this should be a competitive game. Hopefully, it ain't no blowouts, anything like that. So that's all I can ask for, man. I think that's all anybody can ask for at the end of the day. But yeah, the week off really kills it for me. It's you know, you gotta hear all this fictional stuff on the airs and all on your TVs and all this other nonsense. So, but it is what it is, man.
Hey, did you hear anything fictional this week while you was listening, or did you chime in?
No, I actually, I was Kendrick Lamar Jr. I turned that TV off. Yeah,
turned the TV off.
Took a break, man. Had other things going on anyway, but yeah.
I hear you. Hey, Ryan, what you got? You got anything on the Super Bowl game? Because I did this kind of same thing. I kind of I didn't pay attention. I'm glad the NBA did their thing because they kind of filled in this week. Go ahead, man.
No, I mean, it's a Super Bowl, right? So we're always gonna tune in. Everybody's gonna tune in and watch the Super Bowl because it's just the Super Bowl. But it's a little lackluster, right? Because who we thought was going to be there is not there. And I'm talking about like the high-powered faces of the league quarterbacks.
Correct. Okay.
Mahomes is not there. Josh Allen's not there. Lamar's not there. Even Jalen Hurts. So it's just not. It's not as sexy, right?
Okay.
Drake May is good. Was it second-year player doing his thing? It's New England again. They're like, oh, it's New England again, but it's just not sexy.
Sam Darnold's not sexy for you. It's not
no,
sexy
Sam Darnold. Exactly. It's just not. You don't have the high profile quarterbacks. Not saying that Drake May is not going to turn into one.
Be that okay?
Right.
But the New England the New England Vrabel style of game, I've seen it for years with Tennessee. It's very methodical.
Okay.
It's let's run the ball. Let's play. Yeah, and it works absolutely. Let's play defense and it's work. So it's not the big name quarterbacks aren't there. So that's probably why the angry one's saying this week off, especially for this year's Super Bowl, really is bad when you have to wait another 2 weeks. Probably because I think the last time it was only a week was 1999 with the Titans and the Rams.
That was the last time that it just went straight after the championship.
It was 1 week. Yeah.
1 week. Okay.
So I think they should always have it 2 weeks. You gotta it's the build up. It's a build up.
Build up. Yeah, you gotta sell the fight.
Yeah, it's a build up. It's a build up. You have the media day. It's the whole. It's a vacation for people. You know what I mean? You go in the club, so you have to have the build up to it. So I get it why they have the 2 weeks, and plus, to heal up from last week, from the prior game. You want everybody as healthy as possible for the big game. But like I said, the game is just not a sexy game.
Okay.
You have two teams who, they did what they had to do to get there, and I feel like Seattle has the advantage.
Okay.
But Drake May, man, he has that it factor about him. I know when people say the it factor, like, what is that? The eye test with him is just, even in college at North Carolina, he just had it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Right.
He must have had a set of eyes than I had because I didn't see it in North Carolina. But yeah.
No, I mean, no, he was always going to be a top pick. Like he was highly recruited.
Yeah, he
was. But I just I would just say that I did not. Me and Darrell about this. I did not think that Drake May would be where he's at right now at this stage of his. Not to say that he wouldn't eventually get there, but
no, I got you. Yeah,
it's partly him and partly the coaching. Coaching is so important. How many guys have we seen? I don't want to shift the conversation, but how many top first round picks have we seen have gone to trash because of the team or the coaching that they've had in their first 3-4 years? Very important, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. And now you see that with New England with Vrabel. Vrabel is he's a calming force, man. Like,
listen, man, he had
even the way he coaches. Yeah,
and Tannehill only played quarterback 1 year in college at Texas A&M. He's the wide receiver before that. He has a game plan for young quarterbacks. Yeah. You got run the ball, play good defense. Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out. You'll get better, and the team will get better, and that's what's happening now. Like I
hold that point, DA. I want before you get into that, I want to know because I got the week of this Super Bowl. Are you? This is the first time I haven't really paid attention to this whole week. Like I wasn't listening to Media Row. I didn't listen to none of that stuff.
Neither.
I'm just I didn't listen to nothing. And like I said, the NBA for this one. Thank you for this one because you kept my mind somewhere else for right now. DA, there's the redemption of Sam Darnold this week. There's the rise of Drake May. Is the defensive powerhouse that Seattle is? Did that keep your attention? Is this a sexy thing for you for this Super Bowl?
I love the game, so it never really does that for me. I'm kind of looking at the game to see what's going to happen during the game.
Okay.
I do think that Seattle's going to win. I always give respect to all pro athletes. And, I've said since we started this podcast 8 years ago, the fact that Sam Darnold made it to the league means that he can play. And then if we add on what Eric says, maybe he just got the right coaching that's helped to get him where he needs to go. Last year, backing up from on San Francisco, and because he doesn't have a real crazy game plan every game here. Like they don't want him to throw the ball 30 times. If that happens, they're probably in a lot of trouble. But I think it should be a good game. I think the defense is going to play well, both sides. But yeah, the main reason I don't like this time of year of football, is because the leather networks and the idiots who just hear stupid ass shit, So I asked y'all a question to the team. I said, "Yo, what gives you the better chance of getting, a can't miss quarterback in the draft?" That's what they're talking about this week. And I said, first off, that don't exist, right? There's no, there are more number one draft picks that became quote unquote bust. They became stars. They even went to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
That's just the history of the game, right? Mathematically, you're probably better off not going with Mendoza. You probably have a better chance of getting a great quarterback if there are more great quarterbacks in the draft. Drafting number one guarantees you nothing, but it's good to hear, for me, to hear how stupid they think we are. So I'll sit there, make my coffee while I hear it. And then when my coffee's done, I cut everything off and I go up to work. So I don't. I wish there was something else they could do, man. Yeah. I wish there was, but they don't want to because they still trying to sell ad spots, and because like Ryan said, this is kind of one of those easy thing, man. They're going to get people to watch the game. You don't really have to sell the damn game.
Mm-hmm.
No, Super Bowl.
You really don't. People will watch it first half, whatever. However, casuals is all on it, and then when they don't want to watch it no more, they'll turn it off. But
right.
The reality is, like, you don't need to do all this for these games. No.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are going to watch it just for the Super Bowl commercials. And the Super Bowl commercials has been awful, by the way. Take it from a guy who's in the industry, the film and TV industry. They're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, I won't take your word for it.
So,
they don't have to because they don't have to make a great commercial that make you buy beer. You're gonna buy it anyway.
Right.
So
right.
It's
I will say this.
Go ahead.
I will say this. Being that we talk, I would say probably from the halfway mark of the season on to now, we talked a lot about parity and how, you know, this team seemed like they was at the top and then they fell off and it'll be the next team. I kind of had a feeling that we would have a Super Bowl such as this, where it is not the sexy pick. You know, you don't have that Mahomes or whoever. And to me, it makes it better. There's more emphasis on the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think for football fans, you know, it's great for them. Now the casuals, you know, they may not have somebody to attach themselves to. There's not a household name up there, but maybe they'll get to learn something about the game.
That's why
how I see it.
They do these stories because they're trying to make Sam Darnold a story again. Just let the kid play football.
Redemption.
Yeah.
Now that he was locked up, he wasn't like righteous.
The redemption story. Yo, shout out. Hey man.
Yo,
Mike Billy, what's good? What's good with you, man? Welcome, man. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see y'all. Man, he got drafted by the Jets. That's like going to Rikers. Same thing.
He was getting paid there, even if it's whack. He was getting the check there now.
Yeah, yo, Mike Billy, I'm gonna bring you in here, man. First of all, let me start off. I got two things, and you can answer them. The Pro Bowl. Did you watch? Did you care? Did you know it was even on?
It was on.
That's one. Oh, see, okay.
That's that question.
All right, that's good. And this week's Super Bowl. We had a week off Super Bowl. Did you pay attention to the Super Bowl week media role? And you know, do you care about the redemption story of Sam Darnold? Drake May being on the rise, the defense of the Seattle Seahawks. Do you care?
I mean,
is this Super Bowl sexy for you?
I mean, how can I put it? I care as much as somebody could care if their team's not in it. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
like it's like we could have had a worse Super Bowl. We could have had the Jaguars versus the Seahawks. You know what I mean? Like we could have had, or the Broncos could have won again. You know what I mean? And then they got Stidham out there.
Or the Panthers.
So, yeah, right. Nah, they wasn't beating Seattle. That wasn't.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I
couldn't see
them beating Panthers. Yeah, but you're right. You're right.
Like we could have had a bad Super Bowl. I feel like this is a good Super Bowl. This is quarterback's chance to. I feel like the moment is bigger for Darnold than it is for May because you know May still got forever to go. Darnold, this is kind of like the midpoint where it's like, can you still be a starter? Are you going to be a starter, or are you going to be back to being on the bench?
And do we trust him? Do you trust him? But he got you here.
Not the quarterback of my team, but I mean, he looking all right out there. You know what I mean? I wanted their offensive coordinator to be our head coach. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You know, they paying him, so they gotta trust him. I ain't gotta trust him.
Yeah. I mean, as far as you know, his journey. He took a long way around. It doesn't matter as long as you get to the party. He's gotten there now, so you know now he's just got to seal the deal and get the win. So you know, it's gonna be it's like Ryan said, not a sexy Super Bowl, but it's tolerable. I could stomach it. I could I think you might get some good good stuff out of it.
If you dig history, man, real talk, some of the best Super Bowls we ever seen came from teams nobody thought was going to have a good Super Bowl.
That's true.
You know, it's about who's playing and who's out there and who's doing what they do. So that's, you know.
Would you consider the Rams versus the Titans one of those Super Bowls? What was the last Super Bowl we said?
Yeah, I think the Titans-Rams Super Bowl was definitely a surprise because everybody was new to the party. You know,
the new faces.
Steelers. That was a surprise.
Oh yes.
That actually turned into a good game at the end because remember everybody thought Cardinals.
Yeah,
Cardinals Steelers. That was Who was the quarterback? That was who's the Cardinals?
Warner, man.
Kurt Warner, right?
Warner.
Yeah, Kurt Warner.
Both Giants Super Bowls they were supposed to get blown out, so nobody thought they were going to be good games either.
Oh, excuse me. I thought so, sir.
Nah, you knew
I
y'all.
thought those was gonna be good. You didn't think those was gonna be good games? I thought those was gonna be good games.
I thought the second one was going to be better than the first one, but you know,
Okay.
because I thought the Giants were probably not that they were better than New England. It was just that New England wasn't as good as they were.
Now, the one I will tell you,
the 17-0 New England team, I thought was gonna boat race them. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna.
No, I didn't, because the Giants beat them the last week of the season.
Yeah.
So I knew it was.
Beat who?
They didn't beat them. They
No,
played
they didn't beat
close.
them. They played them a good game. Yeah,
They played them.
It was
they
17.
lost.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, for me, it was a victory of sorts, because you could see from a coaching perspective, they knew what they was going to do against them if they saw.
Right.
And that's kind of why I thought the first one was going to be a good game, because they played them close, and it wasn't like it got out of hand at the end. I think they ended up winning by like 12 or something, but most of the game it was close. So I thought Super Bowl.
Now the one game I would tell you now is the Giants versus the Ravens. Now that game I knew. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but
I fell asleep.
I mean, the Giants got washed, and that was disgrace. That was awful. And not too many people remember that game with Baltimore.
Not too many people want to remember that.
Yeah, that part.
Who did Tampa Bay play that year when Dungy got it? When not Dungy, when he left and Gruden won. Was the Raiders? Well, they boat raced the Raiders.
Yeah, that was trash.
But that was stupid. Like I wouldn't even like. I was like, yo, he was coaching them last year. How do you think that this guy, he doesn't know what the Raiders are going to do? Yeah. They didn't even put in a new offense. It was the same offense.
Shout out my son Rich again.
Yeah.
Rich, that was my guy when I was a kid, man. Shout out to Rich.
Rich was good. He was even good on Madden. Lolo.
It worked. He was good on 2K, on NFL 2K5.
Yo, hold on. Was it Jerry Rice on that Raider team?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Tim Brown was on that team.
Him and Jerry Porter,
and Tim Brown was on that team.
Yeah, Tim Brown, old ass.
Oh, that was the one with who was it? The center or the somebody who left went crazy or something. He got he started having some mental health issues.
The center for
was it for the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
For the Raiders.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Phillip
man.
Buchanan in that corner, Nnamdi Asomugha. That was young Nnamdi.
Nnamdi Asomugha. Boy,
that kid was good. People say a lot, about because he didn't become Dion. Boy, he was nice, man. He had some years.
He was nice. He went to Philly and they put that bad defense in.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Mm-hmm. Bad business move.
That was bad defense in Philly. I don't know what they was running.
Yeah, but he had to get that check. NFL only in there for 3-4 years, so he got enough money to live the rest of his life good. So yeah, he could play though, man. I liked him. Yeah, that was the time when cornerbacks was there's a lot of really good cornerbacks in the league then. So.
All right, yo. So we're gonna stop right here. I got Seattle. DA, who you got?
Oh, Seattle defense, man. For me, I'm always defense.
Angry one, who you got?
I got Seattle.
Mike Millie, who you got?
Yeah. Man, I got Seattle. Shout out to Mike McDonald, man. He's supposed to be the real Baltimore Ravens coach. All right.
Hey Ryan, who you got, man? I think it's a clean sweep here.
I have Seattle.
But Ryan, let me not speak for Ryan. Go ahead.
I have Seattle because I think on all three phases their special teams is great. Getting Shaheed was awesome. Yeah. So how are they going to defend GSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba? That's the thing. If they can contain, that means somebody else is going to have to make plays for Seattle, because Vrabel's not going to let him beat him. He's just not. Yeah. He's not going to let him beat him. So
Heavy Cat chimed in. He said he got Seattle too. So okay, go ahead.
So if they can contain GSN, man, they got a shot, man. Because I think if the game is close, I think Drake May is going to win it. I really do. I think I believe they better have like a double-digit lead. Because if they don't, I think that Drake May kid is he's just fantastic, man. He's clutch too, man. So and he's smart.
I believe if Seattle's offense, if those two running backs run for 120 yards the game, it was going to be a blowout. Because that defense is going to force Drake May and they're making bad plays. If they, if they're taking the air out the ball and running the block and they got a 10-7 lead, or then it turns to 16-7, whatever it is. Yeah, he's going to force a team that's not a really good offensive team to try to be a really good offensive team.
Eric,
Sam
go ahead.
Darnold needs to not turn the ball over. That's what I've been waiting for Sam Darnold, and he's been proving me wrong, so I really can't say much. However, this is the biggest stage. Sam Darnold, do not go out here and turn back into the Sam Darnold of the Jets and the Panthers. Give your team a chance, and I think that he's finally with a coaching staff that will not allow him to do too much. But if New England holds if they hold that run game in check, and Sam Darnold feels like he has to go out there and win the game, all I'm gonna say is watch out, because you just don't know how that's gonna go. It's been good so far this year, but again, different coaching that you
turned it over
you're
this year
facing
too.
over there.
Yeah, he turned that ball over this year too. So he still got that in him. So
all right. Well, I think that's a clean sweep. Made man Kev, he got Seattle too. I said, I think Seattle is the team. I could see what Ryan's saying. Drake May. I mean, it just depends on if Seattle defense come to play, like we've been seeing them all year. So we shall see. But we got to move on. Shout outs to the NFL and what they doing. But it's the NBA and it's Ryan.
Yeah.
You gotta give me the winners, the losers. Break down the trades
Knicks.
that are going on today. It's been trades going on since earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you start with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yep.
I think it started off with him, and it was fast and it was popping. What say you? And we'll break it down. Go and give our thoughts about it. What you got?
Well, we all know that Giannis did not get traded, and that was always going to be the play unless they got blown away with an offer. Because if you wait to the offseason, a lot of draft capital now opens up for other teams, and now you can have a bidding war. And what that tells me is Giannis did not demand a trade, like DA said, and I gotta give DA credit. Giannis did not demand no trade. Giannis has been playing defense. Yeah. This I don't want to be the bad. He's been playing defense. He's tweeting stuff. And if you would have demanded a trade, he would have been out of there. But he didn't do that. So I don't even think he's going to get traded. They don't want to trade him. I don't think he wants to leave. I just, to be honest with you, I think he's sort of a drama queen in a sense. To be honest,
you think this is all hype?
Yep.
Not that it's hype. Like if they got a deal that blew him away, yeah, sure, you might do it. But they're not gonna trade Giannis unless he says, "Get me up out of here," and demands a trade. They're not going to do it,
right?
Because one, Milwaukee doesn't get free agents. They just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And from when I knew that the Golden State Warriors, they didn't like the Warriors' treasure chest of picks, which was going to be like 4 first-round picks and 3 pick swaps, almost like seven first-round picks.
If they went the Golden State route, I thought they would be they crazy. If they went, because I didn't see it. But go ahead.
But the thing is, Giannis didn't want to go to Golden State and play, and because you're gonna have to give up Kuminga and give up Draymond to make the money work. And then who are you playing with? And then and you playing with a 37-year-old Steph Curry. Now what? Giannis is gonna be in the same predicament, and now he's gonna be in Golden State.
Yeah.
And so when that didn't happen, I'm like, oh, he's not getting traded. He's just not getting traded because
I don't know why you would listen to any decisions Giannis wants to make. He ain't made a good one yet. We're gonna do this and get Dame. How'd that work out? We're gonna get rid of this coach and get Doc Rivers. How'd that work out?
That's the front office. That's the front office. I can't blame
I don't
Dame
believe
for
in
that.
that. You know why I don't believe in that, man?
That's the front office.
Half the time on TV, everyone says, "Yo, he's the star. They gotta ask him what he's gonna do." Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna demand a trade. right? And then when it's come time for the trade, well, it's not his decision. Those ain't his decisions. You got to, get the dog. You getting all that bread. Ain't nothing going down in there without you at least knowing what's happening.
Of course,
yes, no, or maybe so. So
right,
he's
but
not a good decision maker. He's not a good basketball decision maker. So
yeah, my point is he didn't
go with him.
Yeah, my point is he didn't demand a trade. If he demanded a trade, he'd be out of there. He didn't demand no trade. He's sitting there playing the fence. He's playing the fence with the fans. He's playing the fence with ownership. He's just playing the fence. He's playing the fence with his teammates. All that stuff. Exactly.
That's what it is. He don't want to be the bad guy, but somebody got to be the bad guy. But then don't say stuff like, "Yeah, I want to be here, but I want to win here." Duh, you want to win here. So what are you saying? You want them to get some help, or do you want to get out? Say one of the
Trust me. If Giannis said, "Hey guys, please trade me. I want to be traded," and if you can trade me to Miami, they would have took that Miami offer. I don't think it was a bad offer. They would have took the Miami offer.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as he's not saying, "Get me up out of here," Milwaukee's like, "Oh, we have hope to keep him," because he means everything to them. So and then you can get more in the off season anyway. I'm shocked that Ja Morant didn't get dealt. I'm hearing, because you see Bane got what Bane got, all those picks for Bane from Orlando, right? And then you see Jaren Jackson to Utah and got picks back, right? So now they have just as much first round picks in the upcoming draft as OKC does. So now they have a treasure chest of first round picks. Now, if you want to wash your hands clean with Ja, you can do it and not even want a pick back. But I believe it was close with Miami. They were saying it was either Jaime Jaquez Jr. or Ware and the Terry Rozier contract that falls off the book, and they want a first round pick. Miami said, "No, we're not giving you no first round pick. Nobody else is giving you a first round pick. So we're not going to bid we're not going to, his stock is so low that we can't bid against ourselves."
Yeah, we're not going to overpay. And
Right. But if you want him, if I'm Miami, I got to say, damn it, man, that kind of talent, I can give up Jaime Jaquez in the first round pick, to be honest with you, and just get him in the building. And then figure it out. I would have done it, but I understand why the Heat didn't do it. And I understand why Memphis didn't do it, because now what you can do is his stock is so low, it can't get any lower, right? So you put him out there and try to let him raise his stock back up, and maybe you get more in the offseason. What if he goes out there and starts the ball? If he plays, he's gonna play well. He's still a great player. He's gonna play well. So you try to build back up his stock.
You hope that he plays well. Yeah.
No, he plays well when he plays. It's not.
Yeah,
he plays well. Ja Morant doesn't play bad. The thing with Ja Morant is he's pouting the off the court issues. It's never his play. It's just because he's butting heads with the coach. He always plays good when he plays. It's not his play. It's just like Anthony Davis. It's not his play. It's your availability. Are you gonna get Ja? Are you gonna get suspended again? Are you gonna do something stupid again? You're gonna keep clashing with the coach. It's that. So his antics have just worn thin, and now they're rebuilding. So if we're rebuilding, we don't need you, but we're also not gonna just give you away for nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure, man. See, because, I understand what you're saying, Ryan, but the one thing I do is I read. And Ja Morant hasn't gotten any trouble in a year. Now, him and the coaches may have some beef, but coaches have problems with players all the time.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he hasn't been in any trouble, right? He ain't running around with no guns and Glocks and sticking up cats at the Piggly Wiggly,
Yeah, but he's done it. He has a history.
Look, at the end of the day, though, like every other player, though, he was suspended, he was put out, he did his time. You gotta let him do. Either you're gonna let him come back in and do what he don't do, and show that he's growing up for it, or he's not. So, when people continue to, not you, I'm saying, but when you hear talk about it, I'm like, the dude ain't getting in trouble in a year. Since he been back, he ain't got no trouble.
But it follows you, DA. It follows
you. Well, until it don't, you let him go to Minnesota, and then he'd have been all right. But like I said, I understand what you're saying, but I just don't think it's. I think it's just disingenuous, and I don't think it's fair when a cat gets in trouble, right? He goes, does his time, he comes back, and he's just trying to do what he do. And yeah, him and the coach are butting heads because I don't think anybody knows what that coach is trying to do.
Well, the coach wanted so basically
break it down. Go
ahead. So when they fired Taylor Jenkins, right? He was almost kind of like, hey, we need more ball movement. We want to play up tempo. Whereas in Ja wanted to control the pace of the game, the pick and roll. He do Ja Morant things. And then they fired the coach, hired this new coach, and still ran the same system. So and that's where the clash was. But now you have a first-year head coach who Ja probably doesn't respect because you're a first-year head coach. I've been in the league for a couple of years and been an all-star, NBA all-team guy. So I know how to play. So when he's taking the ball out of Ja's hands, it's a clash there because there's that respect factor isn't there.
Right.
But the ownership loves this new coach. And on top of that, when you're losing and the team is losing, you start to lose some of your cachet with the organization. And then they're going to point back to the off-court stuff, even though he hasn't gotten in trouble like he did, like you said, in a year, he still got in trouble. So they can always throw that back in his face. So now he has
financial.
Right. So now he has to kind of rehabilitate his game in that system, but he can't rehabilitate it if he's not being ball dominant. And that's the issue, in my opinion. My opinion is, they should have traded him. But what they're saying is, man, I'm not going to trade you just for. I'm not going to take the deal that Washington and Atlanta that Atlanta took for Trae Young, just McCollum and another guy, and not even a pick. They basically, and I love what Washington did, by the way.
Yeah.
I love what Washington did. They didn't even get they didn't give up anything really.
They got good young talent out there. They're not that bad.
Yes, they're not. And if AD can stay healthy, that's a big if. But when Trae Young plays, Trae Young balls out. He plays
and loses.
But Washington's been losing all this time with all these mediocre players. Go get you some guys who have shown that they can
lose in style.
Yes, get some butts in the seats,
and be hurt.
Yeah, we'll get your butts in the seats, man. You gotta get some people in the
stadium. That's a fact.
Well, that's a fact. That's one thing that's going to happen. You're going to get butts in the seats. Two, I think if Anthony Davis, to Mike's point, if he stays healthy, he can help Sarr out and try to give him some game. He
got a dummy to put at center now because AD don't want to play center.
He don't want to play center. Correct.
Like he been. Right. Sarr been playing center, so now just push him. AD like, look, man, just if you stand there, I can come help you, but I'm not going to do it.
Right. I mean, that's a plus for Washington.
What's been said on this show many, many times? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Absolutely.
They didn't give up a whole lot for them, so
they gave up nothing.
Nothing.
Return on investment. They didn't give up anything, and it's a big if. But you get two guys who've been shunned away. What if they play with a chip on their shoulder and they're healthy? You don't never know what you have in Washington.
You basically hit the lottery ticket.
You basically hit a lottery ticket. That's just
still weak, especially with the East.
Either that or you just lost $2 that you probably threw away anyway.
Yeah, it's 50 cent francs.
50 cent francs.
They didn't trade their good prospects that they really like. They still got Koulibaly. They still got Keyshawn George. They still got
Twins still there, right?
Young talent.
The Twins is still there, right?
Yeah, the Twins still there. Yeah, they still got the ones they like. The ones they ain't know about, and the old people, they got rid of them. So it makes sense.
I thought my man was gonna get going from Sacramento, young Sabonis.
I was hoping he got going.
I don't know why they got him out there in purgatory.
Boy, wasting away. Got him
wasting away, boy. Looking like a crackhead. You looking at him, he looking like a crackhead. He's starting.
He be looking
be outside selling the sneakers and shit. You know.
Hey, well,
and then Zach Levine out there being horrible. Rosen out there just.
Hey, well, check it out.
Like DeRozan is like a steady 15 and 20. He been so up and down.
That would have been a dude. If teams are smart, I'd have went and got him. And the other big dude, that dude's like, oh, this shit, because he played really well last year. I can't see how well. I don't know what he did this year, but Lonzo Ball still got the most broken jump shot in the game, but he will pass, and he is 6'6", and he will play defense. But,
he's a free agent now.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question.
He's gonna get bought out. He's gonna get bought out.
Would y'all have made that deal? Cleveland Cavaliers and the Clippers. Is that a good deal?
Yes.
James Harden for Darius Garland.
I think it's great for both teams.
Yeah, and one contract ends before the other one does. One contract ends before the other one, right? So that's part of it, right? Okay. The other part is that, like I said, I got to go on this note, but even though it was a few years ago, and this is what I was trying to explain the other night, we was talking. I was like, listen, man. At least you've seen James Harden do it. In the playoffs, go hard, carry a team, make it pop.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Garland played on a Monday in the playoff game. They were off Tuesday, and by Wednesday, they were all hurt, not playing. And dudes had my
never
boy
played
Spider,
again.
Had my boy never played again. Had my man Spider Mitchell, Indiana had him hanging upside down by his shoestrings in the rim. They was beating the hell out of Spider. And I told y'all, I told you, I said, Spider look.
He ain't gonna let him forget this.
I'm never gonna forget it. Spider looked back at the bench at this.
I don't like going for that neither. Boy was talking hot about Hero. He don't play no deep. We gonna do at him. And then you never played another game after. Shut the hell up. Like, what is that?
My man looked down at him. He looked back. Spider looked at the bench and was like, who are these dudes I'm playing with?
He said my toe hurts, bro.
Yeah,
he had a toe injury?
Probably tried to hit him with the car at least 3-4 times. Probably tried to hit him with the car 3-4 times. So that point made, I said, this dude's not a dog, and the lead dog knows he's not a dog. Period.
Got it.
He's not a dog, and the lead dog knows he's not a dog. And though I do have to go, the Knicks made a hell of a move. Told y'all before that little is bad, the cat from Queens. You'll see. He'll push tempo. He don't miss layups, and he's gonna make you pick up that handle at half court. He's going to force you into it. He'll rip you if you don't. So
that's a good trade.
Peace, fellas.
Appreciate you, DA, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, DA.
But
feel better, man.
Feel better, Ryan. Nah, D-Dubbz. I believe I think it's a good trade for both teams, and here's why. For the Clippers getting Garland, you get somebody 10 years younger who is a 2-time All-Star. Cool. So now, the Clippers was the oldest team in the league, right? They're the oldest team in the league. So now you got younger. You got younger, right? And people want to make it seem like Harden requested a trade. That's not what happened. What happened was Harden wanted to stay in LA. He wanted to be a Clipper.
He's from there.
He's one thing about Harden, he's not going to play on a 1-year deal. That's why he was so upset with Darrell Morey in Philadelphia, because Morey promised him an extension and reneged on it. And so now as it forced Harden to have to pick up the option, and he picked up an option of like $40 million, but it was a 1-year deal. So the thing about older players, when they get to that 1 year, because when you get to a certain age, I believe it's 35, 36, you can't sign 3-year deals. Okay. So, right? So that's why Harden was actually, he's at that age. Hey, I want to sign, I want to stay here. Can we sign an extension, 2-year extension? Harden was never going to go into next year on only having just that year of playing. What if he tears his Achilles or something? So he gets hurt. So he's never going to do that. At this age, you have to maximize your years. So he went to them and said, hey, give me a 2-year extension. They're like, no, we don't want to give you an extension. he's like, okay, cool. Well, let's just work on a trade partner, right? And that's what they did. So the Clippers want to clear their salary cap for 2027 to go after free agents. So they don't want any additional assets on their books. That's why they got rid of Paul George. They made Paul George walk. That's why they traded Powell to Miami, because they didn't want to give extensions. Right? The only person they'll probably give an extension to will probably be Kawhi. Right?
Right.
So that's it. So at least now they get younger. Clippers get younger, and this is why I like it for the Cavs. We saw the Cavs flame out 2 years in a row in the playoffs. Once against the Knicks. The Knicks, you know, basically
last year.
Basically bullied him. Like their bigs couldn't do anything. There's one thing about James Harden. James Harden makes your bigs play better, especially the bigs with that kind of skill set that Mobley and Allen have. Pick and roll, rim runners, pick and pop with Mobley. He turned Capella into a player and got him paid to go to Atlanta. When he was in New Jersey with the Nets. Oh, who was the big name? Oh, Claxton is so good. Yeah, because of James Harden.
Claxton,
right?
Yeah.
It was Claxton because of James Harden. James Harden unlocks your bigs. Now you have your bigs are going to get unlocked with Harden. So whether it's pick and pop, it's the rim run. Now it also takes pressure off of Mitchell. One, handling the ball because Garland is never out there. So it's just a win-win for both teams, in my opinion. And you get to go. If the Cavs want to give Harden a 2-year deal, cool. Because now Harden is basically turned into a point guard anyway. He's just facilitating and running the show. And now you have your closer in Mitchell, and now you get to unlock your bigs offensively, where Harden is going to help. He turned Zubac into a all-star. Zubac wasn't an all-star until James Harden got there because the pick and roll, getting Zubac easy shots. And I love that from Indiana. What a great trade for Indiana. Because Indiana. I can just go back to Indiana. But before, I know you guys probably want to get in. I can go all day, but go ahead. Guys, if you guys want to get in.
Hey, Angry One, what you got on the Cleveland Cavaliers and what they doing over there?
Well, I think all of us can agree that they needed to do something. And basically got the best point guard that's out there that was available. James Harden, we all know. Now, he may not be the 30-point a night triple-double machine that he used to be. However, he can still control the floor. And when he wants to play, he's quite the show in town. So you have him and you got Mitchell and you got them bigs that Ryan just spoke on. It's actually that trade alone has me a little worried about the Knicks, because now there's another team that you have to worry about coming out the East. I wasn't really worried about the Cavs before, but James Harden gives them another element that was not there with Garland. And for the Clippers, they basically clean their house, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, man. It looks like they just clean their house. You making room for Kawhi and whatever other guys you could pick up from Food Lion or Piggly Wiggly or whatever else. It is what it is, man. That's what I got for that one. Yeah.
Mike, what you got? You got anything, or did you speak on James Harden move? You said you kind of in and out on that one. Go ahead.
I like it, but I don't like it. Like the good things about it are, I do like that the Clippers got somebody for the future, because when you rebuilding the team, I feel like one of the hardest things to do is to find a point guard. And we know Darius Garland is a willing passer, and he makes the guys around him better. But he needs the ball. And that wasn't going to work with Garland. That wasn't going to work with Donovan Mitchell because Donovan Mitchell needs the ball. So I agree with E. Something had to be done. Somebody had to go, right? And then James Harden. We know what James Harden can do, but we also know what James Harden's ceiling is. And his ceiling is the same place as Donovan Mitchell's ceiling when they get to them playoffs. Donovan Mitchell ain't been out the second round. And Harden and his when we're not talking young Harden, we're talking this recent Harden. He disappears too. Right. He gives you them flashes, but he disappears too. So now, if you'd have got Harden 5 to 6 years ago, then I would be more thrilled about this trade. But
yeah.
It's right. Donovan Mitchell. You know Jared Allen comes and goes in the playoffs. Evan Mobley's been better. Evan Mobley's even been playing the 5 this year, looking good at it. But you know what's going to happen to Jared Allen when the lights get too bright. So we just got to see how this Cleveland team is going withstand the heat. The Clippers, we already know they about to go to purgatory. So it is what it is with them.
And one thing I like about also what Cleveland did was getting Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis is a great defender. Schroeder can give you – Schroeder's a dog. Schroeder's going to play because Schroeder was fantastic. Yeah, Schroeder was fantastic for Detroit against you guys in the playoffs last year. Fantastic. So them bringing in James Harden, Dennis Schroeder, and Keon Ellis, I think makes them scary in the East. Really does, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Your thoughts on the New York Knicks made a deal, getting rid of some Yabusele, clear up some room for him, get him out of there, and brought back Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, he
from New Orleans.
Yeah.
They had to free up some money, so
that
kind of frees up.
He
some
looked out of
for,
shape.
Yeah,
Yabusele looked out of shape. He looked slow. He looked out of shape.
Yeah.
And he had a great season for Philly last year. A great season.
Word.
So when you guys got him, I'm like, holy smokes, man! That Knicks are doing great.
I thought that was going to be a good pickup, but it just didn't pan out, right?
Yeah, just didn't pan out. But I love what the Knicks did bringing Alvarado back home to New York, especially with the news that McBride is going to be out, maybe through the playoffs, or he might make it back for the playoffs, or he might miss the first round or whatever. So now you give yourself some depth, and a defensive depth, right? Because Alvarado's not going to wow you with his offense. He'll hit a wide open three for you, but like the DA said, he's gonna pick up full court. He's gonna get the crowd into it. He's gonna agitate the other. He's gonna agitate the other team with his antics. So sometimes you need that person to get you off your game. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna fit.
I think he's gonna fit right in. I think he's definitely gonna fit right in with this team. But go ahead, man.
Right. Yeah, and also too. But my only concern is, you're not going to be able to play those two guys together, Brunson and
yes, you can. You play Deuce and Brunson together. They both little.
Deuce is 6'2".
Deuce is not 6'2". If Deuce is 6'2", he's 6'2". Bro, stop it. Brunson is 6'1". Brunson is 6'3" on paper.
They both short.
Okay, but he's not as short as Alvarado. Alvarado's my height. I'm 5'5".
Listen, man.
I mean, come on, dude. You can't play Brunson. You can't play Brunson and Alvarado together. You just can't. I think he's there to spell and to ease back the minutes of Brunson in the regular season. I really do.
Listen,
I really do.
Alex Caruso, who's 6'5" in there, and have him guarding power forwards. I'm putting Alvarado and Brunson out there together. Listen, whoever starts cooking,
Brunson can't guard nobody. They attack.
Put him in the corner. You got all arms. No,
that's not how it works.
Bridges. You got Bridges, Ozzy, and Alvarado. You put them on the court, they better lock everything moving.
But Mike, whoever Brunson is guarding, they just attack him. That's why your defense was so bad, because you attack Brunson and then you have no back help because Towns is always out of position. That was the problem. Now I get it. Alvarado is a way better defender, but he's super small, like tiny. You can just shoot over the guy. Is he gonna be a pest? Yes, he is gonna be a pest. But I don't think that's not a recipe for disaster if you try to play those two together for long period of time.
I ain't saying long periods of time, but
I'm not saying they can't go on a foot. I'm not saying they can't compete with each other. Yeah, but I'm just saying that's the issue you had with Cleveland, with Garland and Mitchell. They're like the backcourt's too small. Yeah, but
I agree.
Defense, though.
Yes, but they're not minute in stature like Brunson and Alvarado.
They don't play defense.
But Brunson doesn't play any defense. I mean,
but Alvarado do, and that's the difference.
Yeah, dude, Alvarado is just picking you up 50 feet. He's not locking nobody down. Come on. He's not doing that.
Hey, let me get the angry one in. Angry one. What you got, angry one? I agree with Ryan on this one, but go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that this was the best move for the Knicks. Not getting Giannis, not making a trade for that because I was scared for that one. But getting somebody that could come in and play some defense and hopefully unlock these other guys to get them to playing defense more than they have been so far this year. I think that this will be great for them go forward. And just to touch on what Mike said, I hear what you're saying, Mike. If you're going to do it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes out of a quarter or whatever, just to spell somebody, then cool. But anything longer than that, I mean, if you're playing against anybody that has any kind of basketball knowledge, which I know a lot of coaches claim that they do.
I was about to say, come on,
they're gonna go right at Brunson.
Adjustments.
Yeah. One thing you don't want Brunson getting into foul trouble, and you don't want Brunson overexerting himself on defense. Because if you got Alvarado out there, they're gonna funnel all the offense going to whoever Brunson is guarding, and you don't want that on him. You want him for the third and fourth quarter if need be.
Hey, real quick, let me talk about the Charlotte Hornets, man. These sneaky moves that they made, because this kind of went on the radar. I don't know if anybody was even talking about it. I didn't hear too much about it, but they obtained Kobe White, Mike Conley Jr., and Tyus Jones for Colin Sexton and draft picks. What you think?
Yeah. No, I mean,
what they trying?
They're playing great.
What's the play, man? They playing Gary. They 8 game win streak as well.
Yeah, and they're up 12 on Houston right now. In Houston, Houston's struggling right now. Wow. I say this about them. It's that pace. They want to play fast, man.
Fast.
Yeah.
And bring in some more guards. And now you put Kobe White, who's basically a 2 guard. You know what I'm saying? He's a tweener. He's a combo guard. Yeah. So and Kobe White can flat out go. I mean, his motor is high, and they're just gonna play fast. And I like what they're doing, man. But they need, like I said last week, they need that guy, man. They need that veteran piece for them. They need that veteran piece who's going to play and be in a locker room presence, but also on the court. I don't know who that player is, but yeah, no, I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing, and you can tell their confidence. That's what they're beating you with. They're beating you with confidence now. Love him, man.
You could tell their confidence is through the roof right now. You could tell they look different. They look like it's definitely something different about it. I don't know. These little moves that they made might, I'm not saying that they're gonna go all the way or anything, but at least
it's building blocks.
Yeah.
And you only gave up Colin Sexton for him. And Kobe White is younger Colin Sexton with a better jumper. You know what I'm saying? And a little more self-control when it comes to attacking. Somebody that's more efficient on the ball.
And more explosive, yeah.
And right now for Charlotte, they're in the midst of trying to at least make a plan. They're right there to make a plan.
For us to even be talking about the Hornets positively, actually buying instead of selling at this time of year, it says wonders for them. You know what I'm saying?
That was an appropriate buy. They didn't swing for the fences and F it all up. They got somebody that'll fit in, and his contract expiring. So if it don't work, it don't work.
Good point.
And
True.
and not only that, if you notice, guys, with all these trade deadline deals, they're basically salary dumps. They're salary dumps, and teams are not giving up much. And they had a term that they were using. It was called pre-agency, right? This trade deadline was called pre-agency, basically saying, hey, if this the guy we're targeting in free agency, let's go get him now because of the aprons. Nobody wants to go past this apron. Let's get him now for the cheap, and then we resign him, and then we have his bird rights. So that's the play. Listen, man, these GMs are very smart, man. Like all these new aprons that coming in, people thought it was going to make it harder for teams to make deals. So now they're getting smart. They're all salary dumps, and now like, okay, we'll bring them in for cheap, and then we'll extend them on our own, and then have that player's bird rights. But I love what Charlotte's doing, man. I like it. They want to play fast, and if you noticed at the beginning of the season, right, when they had their losing streak, they always had people out, injuries. But whenever Ball, Knipple, Miller, and what's the other guy, Bridges, the four of them, when they played, they were like 10-1. Some crazy stat like that. They were like, when they played together, they were only losing because they were always, in and out injuries. But now they become deep. They become deep at the wing positions, and I like what they did with getting Kobe White.
Hey man,
No,
go ahead. Finish your thought.
No. Especially like Mike Mills said and Angry One said, because they didn't have to give up much.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, let me. Are you happy for Jonathan Kuminga? Did he get? Are you happy for him that he got out of Golden State?
He came out and said he was shocked. It was Atlanta. He didn't see that coming, and nobody saw that coming. I actually hate this for the Golden State Warriors.
Really?
If you're talking about if you're talking about Porzingis that played for the Knicks, yeah. If you're talking about Porzingis that played for Boston when they had their run in the first championship run, yeah. Porzingis has been sick. Now he has something called POTS or something like that. It's where
that's not the acronym I would use to proceed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something like that. I don't know what it is, but
that's what it is. But that ain't my theory.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh.
It's something with the system that he gets sick and he doesn't,
if he has a cold or something,
goes up and down.
Yeah,
and he can't breathe. Dude, he's literally played in the last 2 years. He's literally played like 30 games. So, and not like if he's healthy, and he's if he's healthy, and he's the old Porzingis, yeah, it's a great fit. But man, now you're talking about having Jimmy's gone. Al Horford doesn't play much. Can't play back-to-backs. Now you're counting on Porzingis, who.
Now I don't think they're counting on Porzingis. I think this must be another play for this one. Yeah,
man, they really fumbled Curry's golden years. Like they really messed that up bad. Like Steve Kerr really jacked that up.
I mean, the Golden State Warriors is hanging on to that 8th spot, but I don't see it. I don't know. They might can hang on.
I would. I'm like, man, just. But then you can't draft the big because Kerr don't know how to coach bigs that eat the ball. So it's just like a never-ending conundrum with them. So,
yeah,
I like Kuminga going to Atlanta. Atlanta's young. Atlanta's fun. They running. Jalen Johnson Jr. is out there doing his forward thing. He got a point guard that just catch and shoot. He having the time of his life. I think Kuminga fit right in.
Mm-hmm. Angry One, what you got?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with Ryan. I'm gonna just piggyback off of Ryan. It all depends on which Porzingis you gonna get, but with that ailment that he has, man, I don't know how much you're gonna get out of him. And judging by how Golden State looks right now, they need all the help that they can get. So yeah, if this was Porzingis of 2-3 years ago, yeah, I might be a little bit, that might have moved the needle for me, but nah.
Right.
But Kuminga, there's no stopping you now, sir. You go out there and ball out and have fun and do all the things that you need to do. Yeah, I real quick, I got a question for Ryan. Ryan, all these moves, who did the Rockets make a move to get a point guard,
No.
or what's
No.
going on? Do they go
No,
look
they-
at Lonzo after
He said that very
It's,
angrily. Go ahead.
Right. No, they made no moves. There's only 3 teams in the league that didn't make any moves at the deadline. That was Houston, Miami, and San Antonio. They stayed pat. Now, the reason why they stayed pat is they believe that Fred VanVleet is coming back before the playoffs. So they're just trying to hold down the fort until he gets back. I believe they're going to make a play for Lonzo in the buyout market. So when he's released in the buyout market, I think they're going to make a play if Andre Drummond gets bought out. Make a play on him to replace Adams to get some center depth. But no, they did not make any moves. So yeah, and with all the injuries and people playing out of position, KD is damn near being a point forward. Sengun is being a point center. Amen Thompson and Reed are being point guards, on the job point guards their first time. They're number 4 in the West
basketball.
still. They're still number 4 in the West. So if they can just hold the fort and if possibly VanVleet can come back, then it changes everything for Houston. Losing Steven Adams was huge because they're the number 1 rebounding team in the league. They still are, but not by the amount that they were when Steven Adams was there, when he went to that big lineup. They're for the last 2 years since they put Steven Adams in the lineup, they've been number 1 the last 2 years rebounded differential. So that hurts. I don't believe that they believe in Clint Capella anymore as far as being Sengun's backup. So they're gonna have to get another center because what if Sengun goes down and now you have no bigs? So knock on wood. So they need some depth there. But no, they didn't make any moves because they were also close. They were right above the cap, right below the first apron. So they didn't want to go into the first apron. So they're going to play it close to the vest and wait for the buyout market. I really believe they are going to target Lonzo Ball. I even think before he got even bought out that they would probably maybe look to trade for him because he wouldn't have to give up much. But like I said, because they were so close to the first apron and they didn't really have any flexibility to make any deals right now. So they didn't make any moves, but yeah.
Where does Cam Thomas go? What would be a good fit for him?
I didn't see that one coming, man. Yo,
they released him or he
didn't? They waived him.
They waived him, right?
They waived him.
I seen that name come over and I was like, wow, Cam Thomas. Go ahead.
He's a bucket, but the knock on him is he breaks plays. He has tunnel vision, but he's a bucket. He can score. He's undersized. He's a tweener. He's not a 1. He's not a 2. He's not really good defensively, but he can score. He'll be a great 6-man for somebody. But damn, man, to get him off waivers, I mean, because he can score. He can fill it up quick. And sometimes you need players like that who can just get you a bucket. Sometimes, when things get stale or stagnant and you're struggling. But I didn't see that one coming, man. But like I said, man, it's just been salary dumps. All these trades are just salary dumps.
Hey, let me give you a couple more. Oklahoma City Thunder. Did you see what they did with
they got Jared McClain.
Yeah, from
Jeremy
Philadelphia.
I didn't
Kane,
see
yep.
that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the rich keep on getting richer, and
right. And Philly gets, I believe it's this year's OKC first round pick, which is probably going to be 28, 29, 30.
Second round. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But with the emergence of VJ Edgecombe, and they still have Grimes. Of course, they have Maxey. They like what they had there. I don't think they saw any room for McCain to really blossom. So get a first round pick. You do right by the kid, and he's always hurt. That's an issue with him. He's always hurt. But make no mistake, the kid can hoop, because before the injury last year, he was front runner for Rookie of the Year. He was hooping.
I thought so.
Yeah.
This is his second, third year, right? Second year.
Second year. It's his second year. Second year.
Yeah.
So he has talent, but when Philly decided to tank because they had to keep their pick and they struck gold with VJ Edgecombe, I believe going number 3. I believe he went number 3. When they got Edgecombe, and you see what that kid can do. Edgecombe has size at the 2 guard. He's already great defensively. He's already made clutch shots this year. So he's like a bigger McCain and more explosive McCain. So they're just doing right by the kid, which I thought was good. Because So but and it's good for OKC, right? Because now SGA is out.
Yeah.
How long you gonna be out?
They said through the All-Star break, so he might come back in 2 weeks, or they might rest him because they have a nice lead anyway in the Western Conference. I think like 6 games or something like that.
It don't sound like they worried about that. Yeah,
nah, man. Listen, they're world champions. Right. They're just trying to get to the playoffs healthy.
Just get to the dance, right? And they get there healthy. They'll be fine.
Get to the dance healthy. They'll probably bring him back where he'll still be able to, to win awards. Because he's still in the MVP running. Because with Joker missing a lot of time, Joker's back now, but because Joker missed a lot of times, his odds to win an MVP went down, and it went to SGA again. So they'll bring him back with plenty of time. But it just gives OKC more firepower because Jalen J-Dub, his hamstring is bothersome. He hasn't really played the whole season. He was out for the start of the season, came back, he retweaked it. So it's just depth. They just have depth, man, and you can do that when you have 15 first round picks, right?
Yeah.
You can just like, hey, just take this pick and take this pick, and then so he's a security blanket. He's a security blanket. Like he's just for security, getting McCain, and he's talented, super talented.
Gotcha.
I
2 more.
Also like what the Pistons did.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No. I was wondering. I was going to ask you.
No, they got off of Jalen Ivey. They got off of Ivy because Ivy's always hurt. They didn't want to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to give him the extension, right? And they needed shooting anyway. You flipped him, didn't want to pay him. You get a cheaper guy in Kevin Huerter. And now if you get Sacramento Kevin Huerter who can shoot, so now you have Duncan Robinson and Huerter out there to space the floor with Cade and and the other guys with Duran in the middle. So now you got more shooters. And that's what the Pistons was lacking, was another shooter, knockdown shooter. You can't leave those guys. Now they're not. Now Duncan is not a good defensive player. Huerter's not great defensively, but he tries and he competes and he plays. So I think that was a great move because they needed 3-point shooting, and also Ivy kind of needs the ball in his hands, and you're not gonna have the ball in your hand when you have Cade Cunningham out there, who's having a great season. So I like that in that aspect, and they didn't want to pay Ivy anyway because, like I said, because of the injury aspect of it, and he needs the ball in his hands to be effective. He can't be just a spot-up shooter where Kevin Huerter can be, where Duncan Robinson can be. No, you need the ball, and it's kind of hard to get the ball when Kate Cunningham has the ball.
Got the ball. Yes,
True.
not gonna work.
So I love it for the Pistons, man. Pistons look tough, man.
Pistons do look
Pistons
tough.
are tough.
And Knicks play the Pistons.
And you guys play what? You guys play tomorrow or Saturday?
Yeah, either tomorrow or Saturday. But the Knicks got a stretch here now that they got to show, hey, what we about, what they're about, and you know, they owe the Pistons one because they got blown out by 30. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, tomorrow. Yeah.
So you know they owe them one. So we'll see with that. Two more things.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz. Did we speak on them real quick? Do you like where they going?
I like
in
it.
The direction they going, Young and the addition of Jaren Jackson Jr. Got it.
No, they're gonna have a huge front. If they keep Kessler, they're gonna have a huge front court. Because now you're gonna have that jumbo rotation of Kessler, Lauri Markkanen, and you know Jaren Jackson. So. But it can work, right? Because Jaren Jackson can hit three, so can Markkanen. The one thing about Jaren Jackson, which I think they're going to keep Kessler, is because Mike Mills always says it. This dude does not rebound, man. He does not rebound.
And neither does Lauri.
I think he's averaging like, and right. So you need like a Kessler in there. I like what they're doing, man. They have talent. Shout out to the DA. He's been screaming Utah since the offseason, man. They have, but they're winning though. They're winning their share of games. You know, they're not going to be in the play-in or anything like that.
I mean, their pieces we knew were pieces of pieces. Kessler got injured early, but Nurkic has been playing out of his mind. But then now they benching Nurkic because they don't want to win. They just crazy over there. So. I mean,
hey, hold on. DA said 25 games. They're about 11 games out.
It's 16 and 35.
Yeah. So this is possible. It's possible for the Jazz to do so. You know, get the games.
I want to know who's gonna start between who you gonna start in the front court.
Keontae George is balling.
He's been hooping. We knew he was going to do that because he was doing that last year. He was going crazy.
Yeah. Ace Bailey, Collier's hooping, Ace Bailey, Bryce Sensabaugh. They got a good team, man. They have a good team.
Young team. And then you add the like
Collier had like 22 assists.
Yeah, 22.
He had like 22 assists last game.
Good young team, and you add the Jaren Jackson effect. I mean I think they're going places, man.
I like it.
Yeah, I think they're going places.
I actually thought they were going to have to trade Markkanen, but from what I'm hearing, like, nah, we want Markkanen with Jaren Jackson. Like, they're going for it next year. So, but you know,
I'm gonna have to wait and see on that.
But they're versatile. Jaren Jackson is versatile. Markkanen is versatile. So
neither one of them want to be centers, though. That's the problem.
But they're not centers. That's why you have Kessler.
So you're gonna play them three. You're gonna play with Lauri at the 3.
Yeah, why not? He's played the 3 before.
Yeah, we saw what happened.
Yeah,
they ran him out of Chicago. And they ran him out, sent him to Utah.
No, they didn't run him out. Utah gave him a deal they couldn't refuse. That's what it was. They got Kyle Filipowski.
Mm-hmm.
They got a squad, man.
Bigs.
They got a young,
Nurkic, all these bigs. I don't know.
Yes, but that's what the league. But Mike, that's what the league is going to.
Now,
the league
if Jaren Jackson could play the 5, right? If you could slide him up, then this would work better to me because he got the tools on defense.
But you can.
But he don't want to do it. He don't rebound. So it's like you're not getting the trade-off. You know what I'm saying? It's not equalizing, but we'll see. We'll see.
Right, but Jaren Jackson also doesn't really play the 5 offensively. Jaren Jackson likes shooting pull-up threes and the mid-range and like driving. He'll post up a little bit. So it's interchangeable in my opinion. But they got to keep Kessler. I think if they keep Kessler, then you can do some stuff. They got a lot of bigs. Maybe you trade 1 or 2 of them to get some. But I mean, look at the guards: Isaiah Collier, Keontae George,
Isaiah Collier is nice.
Ace Bailey plays it 2. Yeah,
team
I
is
mean,
loaded,
they got
man.
Cody Williams.
Yeah.
They got Cody Williams. Cody Williams, the brother of Williams from D-Dubbz from OKC.
Oh, yeah.
His younger brother. They got him.
Okay.
Yeah. They got a good team, man. They got a good team. And it's all about learning how to win, man. Like you can struggle in a season, right? And you're struggling, but you're trying, you get some momentum at the end of the season when you win some games, and it rolls over to next season. That's what these young teams has to do. And that's why I think they made this deal, because now they want to see, hey, let's try to win some games and build something for next year.
Yeah.
We saw it from the Pistons. We saw it from the Rockets. That's what they did. And then if you think you're close, then maybe you can make a deal and trade some of those big pieces that you said all those bigs that they have, Mike, and maybe go and get somebody and package those together and get a upgrade, a bona fide another all-star or something, and get an upgrade. I mean, but they're in the right direction.
They mess around, and next year you'll see them. They'll be right in contention with OKC. You understand? That's these kind of moves. I think. We'll wait and see, man. I think this is a wait and see thing. Like Mike Mills got that face, man. It's a wait and see project.
Hey, I'm not gonna front. They do have a gang of centers though. They have Kevin Love. They got a gang.
He's not no center neither. He not no center.
They're gonna get rid of him.
Right,
at least they got a veteran presence.
They got a bunch of fours. Everybody's a four. Nobody want to be a center. They got
Nurkic, angry one. What did you say?
Except for Kessler. And Kessler's hurt.
Everyone say that again. They got a what?
I said at least they got a veteran presence in their locker room.
Hey, that's what we be talking about. Veteran presence.
A bunch of fours. A bunch of Kurt Thomases out there. Ain't no damn.
Hey man, listen, man. If they teaching the youth, man, let them. Man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, man, we're gonna get on out of here in a little bit. And listen, Ryan, anything else as far as the NBA?
Yeah. I got a question.
Nobody gonna talk about Luke Kennard going to the Lakers? Lake Show, baby.
Who?
Who is crazy?
Oh God, Luke Kennard.
Kennard
got traded to the Lakers.
You know when you go play with LeBron, they up your stock immediately. Because like when that news came through on something I was looking at, they was like, "Yeah, he's the second highest 3-point percentage shooter in NBA history." I'm like, get out of here, man. Luke Kennard, stop playing with me, man.
Hey, let me tell you.
Stop it,
hey guys,
man.
let me tell you.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Let me tell you something about Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard keeps getting thrown around to team after team because he can shoot.
Yes.
Then when he gets there, they'll play him for a little bit. He'll hit, and then he don't play no more.
You don't see him no more.
He's out of the rotation.
Disappearing.
Luke Kennard is not. He's not the answer, man. He's not the answer.
I swear I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
I will say this. I like what Boston did getting Nikola Vucevic. I like that.
Yeah.
For the low.
Boston.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I like that, man. I like that.
Anything
we'll see if Tatum comes back.
No,
that's it, bro.
No, you said that about Tatum. Tatum come back. Yeah, and they doing. Shout out to Boston for. Everybody thought that Boston was going to take a step back because of no Tatum, but shout out to Boston. They've been grinding. Hanging close with the third spot in the East. So that much of respect to them. Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, man.
All right, real quick, just quick. So I heard the Warriors had basically the same deal in place for Giannis, except Milwaukee wanted Draymond and Podziemski.
That would have been
easy. The Warriors said no when they added Podziemski. Do y'all feel the same way? Because I'd have did it. I'd have bye.
Hell nah, that's not true.
That's what they saying.
That's not true.
Get the hell out. Bye. Take them.
That can't be true. That can't be true.
I would be like, deuces. What?
That can't be true.
That's what they saying. They saying
because they were giving away all their picks. So who the hell cares about pods?
The streets
were
saying,
away the whole.
The streets were saying they tried to give up pods, and they was like, nah. That's it. No.
Nah, that can't be true.
Luke Kennard.
Stop.
Except this Luke Kennard that could dribble. Dribbling Luke Kennard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ryan, man. This has been good, man. The NBA, like I said, the NBA has gotten me through the week. This has been pretty good. A lot of good trades. A lot of teams got at least a little hope, man. The Washington Wizards has gotten a whole a whole new team in a week's time. That's shout out to them for even for trying and trying to win and compete. So that's all I can ask for that. Ryan, do you have anything on the WNBA? Because there was chatter from earlier this week. I don't know what exactly happened. I don't think there's no deal has happened yet. Anything?
Nothing's come out.
Nothing's come out.
Nothing.
Okay. So
same situation.
Same situation. Nothing coming out. Well,
they're just
Well, man, listen, man, we got pitches and catches coming pretty soon. In the next in about 2 weeks, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So baseball's back. Be back pretty soon. What else we got? We got NCAA basketball. It's sad, man, when I get to this part of the season for sports, for football anyway, man, because this, like I said, this is pretty much the last hurrah. But I mean, unless you're talking about what's that? The USFL, or not the USFL. What's that other?
ESPN don't let football die. We got to hear about the draft for the next 8 to 10 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got to hear about training camp coming in 5 weeks later. And then the summer will be over and it'll be football time again. Let it die.
Yo, shout out to the baby man. He said the Dodgers will be 162-0. Oh yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. The Dodgers keep on doing what they do, man. Yo, man, we do the
and the World Cup is this summer, man. We don't need football.
Yeah, World Cup.
Yeah,
You're
right.
You're right.
Tap in, man. I've been enjoying the game of football lately, man. Tap in.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tap in. You could tap in with the partner shots, man. What you got, Mike Mills? Go ahead.
Man, shout out to the World Cup. I hope they let them people that want to come spectate and enjoy it over, but we're not going to get too political. And shout out to Takistan, man. Y'all love us, so I love y'all. And shout out to everybody that couldn't be here. Shout out to the DA that slid out early. Shout out to everybody that is here.
Hey, Angry One, what you got?
Yo, man, nothing too heavy. Great show. I haven't been on here on a Thursday in a minute, so it's great to be back, man. Love the engagement as always. The NBA always gets a little sizzle out of everybody, man. I enjoy it, especially this time of year. It's almost like a second. Well, yeah, it's like a second season when the trade deadline come around, man. Because try to see where these pieces is going to fit and blah, blah, blah. But yo, man, I ain't got nothing else, man. Everybody be safe, man. Enjoy your sports, man. And we'll be back here Monday to talk some Super Bowl.
No doubt. Ryan, what you got?
Yeah, man, just a great show, guys. Always seeing y'all fellas is nice. Hey, tune in tonight. And on ESPN right now, you have women's basketball, number 5 LSU versus number 4 Texas. That's a great matchup right there. And what halftime show you guys watching? Oh
yeah, I forgot. There's the Bad Bunny versus with country music, I think. Yeah, man, I'm good on either one. I'm probably not gonna be watching. Have our own, yeah. They said, yo,
that's when I'm gonna go outside and chop a tree and come back.
That's man, I'm just gonna mind my business.
At least the man won album of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the man who won album of the year, Grammys.
Yeah, man, you got Grammys. You got
this ain't no what you call it? Cover band singing. This guy won.
I don't understand the problem. The man is a U.S. citizen. What is the issue? He's Puerto Rican. I don't understand the problem.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's just that.
He's Puerto Rican.
But I'm not gonna get into it.
That's the problem.
Nah, y'all not gonna drag me into this.
He's American.
Y'all not gonna drag me into this. Yo, man, the Sports Chasers. I'm D-Dubbz. This is the crew.
Shout out to Dan.
Put some respect.
Shout out to
Put some respect on Luke Kennard's name.
Yeah, cool. Shout out to Dan, the hockey man.
Hey, they would say
the hockey dude. Shout out to Big Man Kev. Go ahead, Ryan. Before we get out of here, go.
D-Dubbz. Hey, they said the country and western lineup was loaded.
Yo, who that Kid Rock is like 100 years old, bro. I mean, yo, I don't know.
Man, it's crazy. Hey, I love my country music.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the country music.
Yeah, he's a rapper. I love my country music. Now I'm from, I spent a lot of time in Texas, in Houston, Texas.
Oh yeah,
I love my country.
Yeah, that's right.
But,
man.
Yeah,
get your country.
That was funny, man.
No matter what you pick, enjoy the Super Bowl. And yo, on behalf
Yeah,
of the Sports
absolutely.
Chasers, yo, we're gonna be out of here, man. Peace. Hey, man. Yo,
Later.
Peace.